it's my great pleasure now to have our guest of honor this evening, and the ambassador of the DPRK, His Excellency, Comrade Hyon Hak.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Well, first of all, let me express our thanks and gratitude for strong support and solidarity to the Korean people in their struggle to defend the sovereignty and defend ourselves against the provocative war actions by the United States and our enemies. It is really good encouragement to the people. I really appreciate that, and I'm very much moved by the speakers' well informative and very correct analysis of the situation, as well as your assessment and your strong statement of support. Well, I'd like to stress that one or two things. As you are well aware, these days the Western media, including the UK, Reuters and BBC or Telegraph or Guardian, all newspapers and mass media are talking about tense situation on the Korean Peninsula. But the point is, the problem here is that they are describing as if DPR Korea is provocating, but that is not true. We are being provoked by the United States and South Korea, and we are only responding to that provocation and to their military threat. Actually, it is the United States that sparked the tensions on the Korean Peninsula. As is well known, DPR Korea launched a satellite, peaceful satellite for scientific purpose in December last year. When we launched the satellite, we made it clear this is for peaceful, and we informed the international organizations, including International Maritime Organization in London, saying that this is for just peaceful, and we remind the international community that since we are launching, there needed to be caution. So we follow the international norms. But the United States insists that this is a long-range missile. Long-range missile or satellite use the same technology. They use the rocket. So under that situation, DPR Korea invited the international space experts and mass media to come and see what we are doing, to show the transparency, and we want them to see ours is just for peaceful, not for military purpose. However, the United States passed what they call the resolution condemning the peaceful satellite, and they said they would use military actions against DPR Korea. And in response to that, DPR Korea, conducted a third nuclear test in order to, strengthen our capacity to defend ourselves. And United States and South Korea and Japan, initiated what they call a stronger resolution against the, DPR Korea after the nuclear test. Then they said that they would put the threat into action by staging the joint military exercises with South Korea. More than 200,000 militaries are participating in that. And And unfortunately, United Kingdom dispatched their military to that military exercises codenamed, Eagle Fire. It is now being waged at this moment in South Korea against the DPR Korea. So, in that very grave situation, facing the grave situation, our respected leader, Comrade Kim Jong-un, declared that, DPR Korea, the revolutionary armed forces of DPR Korea would react to the U.S. nuclear blackmail with a merciless nuclear attack and war of aggression with an all-out war justice. And then he finally signed a plan on technical preparations of strategic rockets of the Korean People's Army, ordering them to be standby for fire so that they may strike anytime the U.S. mainland its military bases in operational theaters in the Pacific, including Hawaii and Guam and those in South Korea. This is a very justifiable and reasonable response to the United States. United States is a superpower equipped with up-to-date modern nuclear tools, right? Nuclear instruments. As the speakers rightly said, then they are mobilizing strategic nuclear bombers, B-52 and B-2, and again they flew over South Korea, the F-22 jet fighters, and they are practicing targeting the DPR Korea. So under that very serious discussion, very serious circumstances, our leadership declared our response, that is, strike back the nuclear blackmail with nuclear war. This is well supported by the peace-loving people all over the world. And in this regard, I really thank you for solidarity meeting and good message. So. So actually the DPR Korea, the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula was the policy of the DPR Korea. But at this time, under the prevailed situation, we cannot accept the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula as long as, since the United States blackmailed DPR Korea with nuclear weapons from the beginning of the 1950s, as Comrade Kiss mentioned, in detail. We have been under nuclear threat for 60 years. Every successive government of the United States proclaimed that all the necessary means are not off the table, including the nuclear weapons. So, we were forced to develop our nuclear weapons in order to defend ourselves. This is very just. We are proud of that. In last March 31st, our respected Comrade Kim Jong-un set forth a strategic line on pushing forward simultaneously the line of economic construction and nuclear arms. In other words, it is an advancement, and it is an advanced policy based on the simultaneous development of economic construction and national defense, which the policy of which was put forward in 1962 by our great leader, President Kim Il-sung. So our our great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung and great leader Comrade Kim Jong-un lay the basis to defend ourselves in any circumstances in which the United States can break the war of nuclear, can break the nuclear war. So our nuclear weapons serve as a strong war deterrent, and war deterrent to defend our national security and to defend our sovereignty. So I wanted to just point out this, and if you have any questions, I'm prepared to reply or to answer. Thank you.
Two things I have to do before I invite any questions. Well, the first thing I would like to say is, Your Excellency, we're very grateful to you that you came to this meeting so you could see the sentiment of, I suppose I'm a biased person, of the best working class organization in this country towards the question of Korea. We may not at the moment have the following of the majority of the working class in this country, but we hope to put that thing right. We hope to be able to do that. So these people in this room represent the finest of the working class in this country, and they are with you. And they are with you because they understand the significance of defending other socialist countries. Being Marxist-Leninists, we're not guided by nationalism, we're guided by proletarian internationalism. That is the bedrock of our solidarity. What you do helps us a lot, and whatever little we do, we hope it helps you, because we intend to take this message beyond this room and try and spread it as far as widely as we can. But I think really on a world scale, your message is well understood. It's only in the imperialist countries that your message is not well understood. We work in an imperialist country and we intend to put that right.